Hello, my lovely Scorpios. How are you? I hope you all are doing amazing. So we are going to be doing your weekly reading, your April weekly reading. It is a general reading, so it may not be able to resonate for all of you. And if you want something that is meant for your exact energy, then I do have personals open, and everything that you'll need to know will be in the description box below for you. Whether it's about this reading, scheduling personals, Patreon, the tarot course, it's all there for you guys. We are inviting your angels, spirit guides, and ancestors to come in and assist us with this reading today. So let's take a look and see what's going on for you. We're going to grab some messages and themes, and then we're going to take a look at their energy towards you with the tarot, your energy towards them, the potential outcome, and some advice. We have fresh start, insecure, and reconciliation. Okay, I want to feel that way again. So a potential reconciliation, somebody's missing the way that you made them feel, or you could be feeling that way towards them. It could be a mutual energy. We'll see as we get your energy and theirs out. You also have true love here as well. You have drive me crazy, so you guys could drive each other crazy, but at the same time, you know, they miss it. You got true love. I feel like this is somebody that you guys are either out of communication with or just not communicating much with, okay? Maybe it's just very little, if at all. For some of you guys, I feel like it's just not at all. But somebody wants a fresh start here. There's definitely potential for a reconciliation. I do feel like somebody is feeling very insecure, whether this is them or you, we will have to see in a moment. So we're going to take a look at their energy towards you now. We're going with their thoughts, their feelings, their intentions, and their actions moving forward. Show me this person's energy towards Scorpio, please. What is their energy towards Scorpio? Five of Pentacles in the reverse, so somebody's definitely wanting to come out of the cold. The Five of Wands. So 2 5s. I think there's been a lot of conflict and drama between the two of you. 3 of Pentacles. 10 of Wands in the reverse. Okay, I like that. Page of Pentacles. So I do feel like this is their general overall energy. I do feel like you could be hearing from this person. They're definitely thinking about communicating with you. I do feel like they're the one that wants to reconcile and have this fresh start. Now, you may be in that energy as well, but they definitely are. Okay, and maybe that's one of the reasons why they could be feeling insecure. Yeah, because it looks like there's going to be some big conversations coming up. The Queen of Swords is a card of like really hashing things out, having those uncomfortable conversations, and, you know, facing up to things. I feel like that could be difficult for this person. They may have a hard time expressing their feelings or expressing themselves. Communicating may not be their strong suit, right? But I feel like that may be why they're feeling a little bit insecure, feeling a little bit vulnerable. But I do feel like communication is on their mind. They have the Five of Pentacles in the reverse in their thoughts, so wanting to come out of the cold. They've been feeling like something is lacking without you in their life, and they don't want to continue to feel that way. I feel like that's one of these energies of this. I want to feel that way again. I feel like without you in their life, without being able to communicate with you, without your energy, they're just feeling like something is missing, something is lacking. I do feel like all the conflict and drama that you guys have had, I feel like there's been a lot of arguing, a lot of fighting, maybe things that were said. You know, a lot of that is still really weighing on their heart space, but I do feel like they still want to fight for this. They have the Three of Pentacles here for their intentions, wanting to get along, wanting to get on the same page, wanting to work together to create something here. I like that energy a lot. I like the Three of Pentacles for love readings. It's one of my favorite cards for love readings because it talks about being on the same page. It talks about getting along and working really well together. And you have the Ten of Wands in reverse, you know. I feel like, especially if you guys have had a lot of problems in this connection, a lot of arguing, a lot of fights, a lot of conflict, it's built up. But I feel like this person, I feel like in the past when you guys have tried to make something work, it's like all that stuff was still very there. I feel like this person's really coming in from a different space of wanting to like let all that go. So let's take a look at your energy, Scorpio. Let's see where you're at with things. And I feel like that's why this says fresh start with that 10 of Wands in reverse. It's like, okay, let's start over. Wow, the Empress just fell out on top of it as well, Scorpio. So, yeah, wanting to create something. I feel like this person has gone through some kind of like growth, like mentally, emotionally, or spiritually. You got the Page of Swords in the reverse. I think you're skeptical. I think you are. I think you're very skeptical. And I think you're afraid of making the wrong decision. You got the Judgment card in the reverse here. It's almost like you want to believe what they have to say, but you're not sure if this is a good idea. Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. I feel like you've been trying really hard not to focus on this situation or on this person. I think you guys have been trying really hard to focus on other things, maybe work on yourself. Which is not easy. That's not easy for a Scorpio. And I'm a Scorpio too. I know we can get a very, I don't want to say necessarily obsessed, but kind of. We can get very hyper-focused on a situation or a person, right? And I feel like you've been trying really hard not to do that. You've been trying to work on other things, work on yourself. And I feel like you're hesitant to get back into a situation because I feel, Scorpio, that I don't feel like you necessarily like the person that you are in this connection, or like the side of you that it brings out, the feelings, the emotions, the energies that it brings up in you. And I feel like even if it is just like when it doesn't work, you get very low and it's very hard for you to move on, right? You get very lost in this. And I feel like you're very hesitant to put yourself into that again when you've been working so hard on yourself. We'll just put it like that. We got the Star card in the reverse. I do feel like you recognize that there is a lot that needs to be healed here. But I think in a big way that you guys have already lost a lot of hope. Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. I feel like, I don't know if you're willing to continue to work on this. I almost feel like you feel like nothing has really changed. I feel like you're just very skeptical about what this person is saying to you. You don't want to make the wrong decision here. Your overall energy, though, is the Queen of Pentacles. I think you are in a very grounded place. The Queen of Pentacles can also be a card of like the crossroads, you know. I feel like you are kind of at a crossroads here. I do see you got the Six of Cups here, Seven of Swords. There could have been some deceptions in the past, or it does kind of feel like self-sabotage stuff here, so try to be cautious with that, Scorpio. But I do feel like for the most part you are in a pretty grounded space, and I feel like you just have a decision to make and you don't want to make the wrong one. So we're going to see what the potential outcome is here. What is the potential outcome here? Now keep in mind that these are just weekly readings, Scorpio. So this outcome, even if it's for this week, you know, none of these outcomes are set in stone, okay? So what is the potential outcome here? You got the Star card. I feel like I feel like there is going to be communication, especially from this person. And I do feel like even though you have your doubts, Scorpio, and maybe you're not making a decision this week, you know, Judgment card in the reverse. Maybe you're not making that decision this week. Maybe you're not jumping right into things, okay? But the Star card, I feel like maybe this does give you back a little bit of hope. I think maybe it is, at least if anything, it's a very healing conversation between the two of you, right? Maybe you're able to get some closure. Maybe you're able to get some healing here. And the Page of Wands in the reverse. So I don't necessarily know that you guys are going to be taking a step in that direction, but I do feel like it could be at least very, like I said, a very healing conversation. You got the Seven of Swords here, so I feel like there's still a little bit of where you're not fully trusting some of what you're receiving from this person, and maybe that's where this Queen of Pentacles energy comes in as well, needing to take the time to figure that out. But you have the Sun card here. I feel like this person is expressing a lot to you. A lot is being shown to you at this time. The Sun card, you know, can be exposing something or illuminating something for us, right? So I do feel like you could be seeing a lot here, and I feel like at the very least it could bring some peace or harmony between the two of you. Doesn't necessarily mean you have to allow them back in, because that's on us, right? So only we get to decide who we allow to have access to our energy or not, who we allow in or not, for the good and the bad, right? So we are going to get an angel message for you, Scorpio, and see what message comes up for you. What message your angels have for you. Ascension. Ooh, I really like that. I really like that. A lot of you guys, I feel like, are moving to a space of working, like I said, working on yourself, working towards being the person you want to be and where you're wanting to go. And I think a lot of you guys are seeing where there's some patterns here, especially with all this, like Seven of Swords, this self-sabotage kind of energy come in. I feel like you're realizing where, for a lot of you guys, where you have kind of risen above this. In the fact that I feel like you're seeing where something maybe is no longer in alignment with you. Maybe it's no longer in alignment with who you're trying to be and where you're trying to go. Some of you guys are just also trying to, you know, if it's not that, you could just be trying to handle this from a higher place, like a higher perspective of the situation. But that is what I have for you, Scorpio. Only you get to decide what is best for you. And I'm going to be keeping you guys in my thoughts. I would expect some kind of communication here. It looks like somebody definitely wants to express themselves to you here, Scorpio. If you don't want to hear from this person, then I would take whatever precautions you need to then. If you want personal prayers for any reason, you can just put the little prayer emoji in the comments down below, and I will go through and pray for you. Everything that you'll need to know is in the description box below for you. But if this is where we part, thank you guys for being here and for supporting me, and I will see you soon.